Good morning and welcome to lesson 1.1b, which is going to be about converting units using what I call skeleton equations. And we call them skeleton equations because, well, it's an equation, you've got an equal sign, but it's missing all the guts, it's missing the numbers. Alright, so let's talk about how to use this thing. In this first blank, that is where you're going to put whatever the number from the question is. So this one is from the question. In the second blank here, that is going to be a number from your formula sheet. In the middle, inside that box, is either going to be a multiply or divide. And on the other side of the equal sign is going to be your answer. Yay! Alright, so let's talk about how to use one of these with an example. So, convert 5.6 kilometers into meters. So first things first, we're going to set up a skeleton equation. Alright, now we're going to fill this in. Now the first blank, that was from our question. So the only number in our question, 5.6. Let's put that in there. Now the second number is from our formula sheet. So if you look on your formula sheet, or if you have this memorized, you will find that 1 kilometer is the same thing as 1,000 meters. So the number that we put here, we don't put the 1, we're going to put the other number, the 1,000. Now we just have to decide whether this is multiply or divide. So this is when we look at the units. We're starting with a big unit and we're switching to a smaller unit because a kilometer is bigger than a meter. So when we're switching to a smaller unit, there's going to be more of them. There's going to be more of that smaller thing. So we're trying to make the number bigger. So we're going to multiply. So I'll say that one more time. When we're changing to a smaller unit, we want the number to get bigger. So we're going to multiply. And then we go 5.6 times 1,000. That's going to give us 5,600 meters. And that's our answer. Alright, let's do one more example. Convert 783 centimeters into meters. So we set up our skeleton equation again. And let's fill in the blanks. Our first number from the question, that goes in our first blank. The second one is from our formula sheet. So if we look at our formula sheet, or if you have it memorized, 1 meter equals 100 centimeters. So we don't put the 1, we're going to put the 100. And in the middle there, it's multiply or divide. So this time, we're going from a small unit to a bigger unit, because a centimeter is smaller than a meter. So when we're switching to a bigger unit, we want the number to get smaller. To make the number smaller, we divide. So now we're going to go 783 divided by 100. It's 7.83 meters. And that's our answer. Alright, so if you don't like using the way we did in the first lesson, you can always use these. And they come in handy when we start converting with imperial units later. So, if you have questions, ask me, and work on some of the practice questions. Be sure to check your answers, and that's it.